The third remedy: make your gold multiply. Observe your lean purse fattening. You have disciplined yourself to leave it in 1/10 of all you earn. You have controlled your expenditures to protect your growing treasure. Next, we will consider how to put your treasure to labor and increase. Gold in one's purse is gratifying to own and satisfies a miserly soul. But it earns nothing. The gold we retain from our earnings is but a start. The earnings it will make will build our fortunes. So Archiad spoke on the third day to his class. How, therefore, can we put our gold to work? My first investment was unfortunate, for I lost everything. Its story I will tell you later. My first profitable investment was a loan I made to a man named Agar, a shield maker. Once a year, he brought large shipments of bronze from across the sea to use in his trade. Lacking sufficient capital to pay the merchants, he would borrow from those who had extra coins. He was an honorable man. He would pay back what he borrowed, together with an honorable rental as he sold his shields. Each time I loaned to him, I got back in addition the rental he had paid me. Therefore, not only did my capital increase, but its earnings likewise increased. It was most gratifying to have these sums returned to my purse. I will tell you, my students, a man's wealth is not in the coins he carries in his purse, it is in the income he builds. The golden stream that continually flows into his purse and keeps it bulging. That is what every man desires. That is what you and each of you desires. An income that continues to come whether you work or travel. I have acquired great income, so great that I'm called a very rich man. My loans to Agar were first training in profitable investments. Gaining wisdom from this experience, I expanded my loans and investments as my capital increased. From a few sources at first, from many sources later. A golden stream of wealth flowed into my purse, available for such wise uses as I saw fit. See how from my humble earnings I obtained a horde of golden slaves, each laboring and earning more gold. As they labored for me, so their children also labored, and their children's children, until the income from their combined efforts was great. Gold increases rapidly when making reasonable earnings. As you will see from the following. A farmer, when his first son was born, took 10 pieces of silver to a moneylender and asked him to keep it on rental for his son until he became 20 years old. The moneylender agreed and set the rental at 1/4 of its value every 4 years. Because the sum he had set aside belonged to his son, the farmer asked that the rental be added to the principal. When the boy reached the age of 20 years, the farmer again went to the moneylender to inquire about the silver. The moneylender explained that because this sum had increased by a compound interest, the original 10 pieces of silver had now grown to 30.5 pieces. The farmer was very pleased, and since the son did not need the coins, he left them with the moneylender. When the son turned 50 years old, the father meantime having passed away, the moneylender paid the son in settlement 167 pieces of silver. Thus in 50 years, the investment had multiplied itself at rental almost 17 times. This then is the third remedy for a lean purse. To put each coin to laboring so that it can reproduce itself and help bring you income. A stream of wealth that will flow constantly into your purse.